Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Ballysprings. Obviously we're going to be continuing with our harvest, guys, since harvest season is here. Our little Frankenstein harvester is somewhere down here. And yeah, I don't know if you've noticed yet, guys, but I didn't do any of the windrow. And I said I might do off recording, although I might wait till I've done it all, to be fair. Yeah, it's definitely going to be easier to windrow if the swaths are closer together. Not as many swaths, basically. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do something like that. Right, we need to get here. Quite a tight squeeze. This is why I made the Frankenstein harvester again. If anyone's wondering what I call the Frankenstein harvester, it's just when I use two different parts together, you know. So like we've got the class harvester here, and then we've got the bison header, and I couldn't colour match them, so it looks really odd. Although saying that, I couldn't colour match them, but having the red header, it's not the end of the world. Because at least like with class, you've got red on the harvester, you've got the red wheels and everything else like that, do you know what I mean? So it's not too bad. Now that's not coming out too bad. We've already filled 11% and we've only done, we did about 25%. We're nearly about 50% of a headland and 15%. Nice. Yeah, I've got no idea roughly how much we're going to get from each field, so learning curve basically. This is the first harvest where we put a crop in the ground around here. Yeah, we've got loads and loads we really want to try and get done today. Just need to up the time. Actually, at the end of each episode, I always just drop the time down to like 0.5 or 1. Just so if I'm doing any little bits of running about and stuff, it's not the end of the world. But as you can see, we have now just completed one headland and it was 25%. It's more nearly 26%, but plenty of straw as well. Like I say, we'll keep the majority of the straw. I reckon we'll probably keep 2 fields worth of straw, and then we'll probably although saying that, we're gonna have more cows this year, aren't we? So when they breed, we're gonna have even more. So yeah, it might actually be worth keeping them all. We shouldn't need all of the grain either for the chickens, but I don't know. I'm still in two minds whether to keep whichever one sells for the most. I'll keep the lowest price one. So we are going to go through quite a lot of feed this year for the chickens. We're going to get more chickens that are breeding in the pen. You know, they're going to need more food, and so yeah, I reckon we're going to go through twice as much feed as we did last year. And last year we had our biggest field. I'm trying to think what we've got. We've got 4 fields, haven't we? And 3 of them are chicken feed. Do you know something? We might end up actually keeping it all. I don't want to. I need to make some money for harvest. £4,000 for the canola. No, it's not even £4,000. It's about £2,800. The canola is just not going to be enough to see us for a whole winter. This is where the greenhouse is coming in really handy at the moment. As you can see, we've just done our second headland and we're 50% full. Yeah, we'll get quite a bit done. We'll definitely fill the tray. I reckon we'll definitely fill this harvester on this field. But we will need to bring the tractor and trailer down here. As you can see, it's going really, really well. The Dominator 105, it proper is old school. Look how square and boxy this harvester is. And yet it's doing the job perfectly. So we get a nice little screenshot of that. 60% full. Like I say, I'll definitely go and tidy the swath of straw up. I can't remember if I've looked in the discount store as well. Do like to look in the discount store. I can't remember. Yes, I remember now. It had the fertilizer spreader. Lovely. I think this should be the last headland, and we should be able to go up and down. Really, we should be able to. It doesn't mean it'll go well. 3 headlands either way should just about give us plenty of turning circle. It's making a lot of noise in the background. I know, because I can hear over my headset. I don't know if you can. I have noticed once or twice that she's been picked up, but yeah, what can I say, guys? If I shut her out of the living room, she's going to bang her head on the door and just basically tell me she wants to come in. Oh, there's a little bit of dog noise in the background. She don't like to be on a road. She's a Labrador. She likes company, but I've got no chance of getting a second dog. Right, 76%. It is looking good though. This field has just flown by. Absolutely flown by. It's not exactly the best. I just wanna try and keep moving if I can. A little bit too big of a turning is that. We're doing again. Could do with doing a cutting, but I never do them. I never actually do a cutting, and I know fine well it would be better if I did. 85%. Yeah, we're gonna. This field is gonna fill this harvester. I've never done that yet with this harvester, so yesterday was the first time that we managed to use it, and yeah, well, we didn't really get loads off that field, did we? This time we've managed to, I think we're going to fill the harvester anyway. I'll be surprised if we don't. There'll be like a tiny little strip left to do, but it should fill it. But yeah, not too bad. £2,000 to rent this, including the header for the initial fee. Obviously we've got every work hour on top, and we've got every day on top of that, so yeah, hopefully we can get it done within an hour, you know, working hour, shall we say. I don't want to say within an hour, I know, because we were harvesting yesterday, and then today's episode, that's going to be like an hour between the two. Yeah, hopefully we can pretty much get this done in a working hour on the harvester, and a lot of that time for the working hour was spent actually bringing it to the farm, because it just took so long to get it to come to the farm. Right, I'm not going to get another, I don't think I'm going to get another strip done there, but I'm not even going to risk it. So what I'm going to do, we'll go to the bottom and we'll work our way up. We'll fill it to 100%. We'll bring the Deutz down here. We'll get this trailer. We'll get this harvester emptied into the trailer, and then there we go. And while that's loading out there, we'll bring the Deutz. That was not bad actually. We managed to fill a whole trailer. We got, like I said, a little bit left. We've got more left in this field to do than I originally thought we would have. With the harvester, it's the next field that's going to be a little bit on the awkward side, because it's a bit, there's only one way in and out and all hedged off. This is quite an open field really. I love my dog. She's now banging a dinner bowl on the floor. She's like, I want more. Yes, I'm talking about you, you little bellend. Look at that, you. I'll leave that there because we might as well bring the harvester back to here. I'll tell you what we will do actually. We'll get this finished and then we'll empty all of it into the trailer. This holds 5,500 plus this harvester, so it's set 2 harvester loads to 1 trailer. So it's not too bad. Oh, we missed that tiny little bit. That's fine. Right, there we go. Second field harvested. I know I said yesterday I would most likely do a time lapse when I'm doing these fields, but I'm really enjoying the non-time lapsing episodes. I don't want to miss the harvest season too much. I don't want to just fly through it. Otherwise we're back to fertilising and contracts and stuff and keeping an eye on the productions and that. At least at the moment harvesting is something different. And like I say, this is the end of year 2 on the farm. And I think overall we've done a really, really good job. We've got 5 or 6 fields. Well, and yeah, we need to get them all sorted. Alright, someone's literally just coming in my house. Let's get that up there. That was a nice tight fit. This field here though, 127 on our left hand side, this grass field, that is the next field I want to purchase. Well actually I want 132, but I don't want to buy 132 without owning 127. It's not fair to... It's not fair to be cutting through someone else's field to get to your own. So that's kind of how I want to go around doing that. We need to be in a position soon to be able to afford to lease or rent a slurry tank as well. Like I say, I think... Oh, I crashed. I think we've got enough slurry and manure between the two to get a couple of fields done. I have never driven down here before. Please don't be too small, otherwise this harvester is going to be of no use. This is a tight squeeze, guys. This is an absolute nightmare of a tight squeeze. Right. That has just fit us in there. Lovely. Wow. It was a tight squeeze. We only just managed to do that. We have scratched the header. Good job we don't have to pay damage fee. The way I drive on this game, it's get a headland done on this and that should make things a little bit easier. I reckon, I think this is a bigger field than the last one. I think so. It's a bit hard to judge, to be honest, because the other field we did lose a lot of width putting in our track. Yeah, I don't know, I think we should get more off this field. It's hard to judge though for sure, but we'll find out after this though. Like I say, the first time we've harvested that last field, first time we've harvested this field. To do actually with emptying the Deutz-Fahr and actually making notes of what field gives us roughly with the wheat. Like I say, we're going to have to plant barley this year in these 2 fields. Whatever we do, we've got to plant a grain because we need the chicken feed, as per usual. The eggs from the chickens are just keeping us afloat. You know, the productions from the open air gardens keeping us afloat at the moment. Nice. That's a proper old looking harvester. I'll have to do a bit of research on this harvester because it's working really, really well. Now, these fields aren't the problem. It's the final field that we have to harvest. That's our biggest problem on our farm. It's on such a steep slope that the bison that we owned in the first year just it just couldn't do anything about it. That was the problem. So hopefully this shouldn't have any problems. I think it's got like 60 brake horsepower more. We might not be able to do a full 6 mile an hour, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that case, but I think we should be able to do a little bit better than what the Bison did. And it's all about cost this year, we just couldn't afford it. %40% on, we're only halfway through a second headland. I'm going to say that means this is a bigger field than that one. It doesn't look it, that's the thing. For me, it just doesn't look it. No, it's not, is it? It's not. And the last time we had 2 headlands, did we not have 50% after 2 headlands? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. You know something, I can't remember 5 minutes ago. It's because someone's just come in my house and just completely put me off. Yeah, the wife's clearly forgotten something. She went to work. She went to work like 40 minutes ago. I know what she's done. She's left the phone at home, or she's left the work phone or something. She's a nightmare for doing that. She'll go to work and then I'll just get a message from one of her other phones and be like, have I left my work phone, or have I left my own personal phone at home? And I'll be like, yes. Yeah, she hasn't messaged me today to say she has, so I'm going to presume she didn't realise until she got to work. Right, 60% complete. Right, I've been looking for new maps as well, guys. Once again, I'm looking for another new map to play on, and I'm struggling, guys, on what. I'm not finding any maps at the moment that I like that are going to be good enough for a new series. I always like to try and do 3 series, just, you know, to try and break it up a little bit, and that each one doesn't get stale. And I know for some reason Old Stream Farms are not getting the attention, say, Ballysprings does. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for another map, guys, and yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what. So if anyone's got any recommendations, I would prefer a new map. You know, as in a Farm Sim 22 map, not a converted map. I would prefer a European map. I hate to say it, Mr. Americans and Canadas and stuff, but I don't tend to get much enjoyment out of massive giant fields. I do prefer smaller fields. You know what I mean? I do prefer. I know it's the American way. You've got big fields, no hedges, no walls. This will sound awful when I say it, but it's the only way I can describe it, and I hope no one gets like upset of how I'm going to turn this, but I find the American maps have next to no character. But I know that's how it is in real life. Now, if I lived in America or I lived in Canada and that's what I saw every day, I could understand it. But yeah, I just don't tend to get much enjoyment out of the American maps. I think like a big American map would be brilliant for multiplayer or a co-op series, but as we've determined with the Attingham Park series, we don't really have enough people for, you know, an active members to do a co-op series, which is why that one's kind of stopped. But yeah, overall it's just, yeah, I need another map. Like I say, Sandy Bay's not really getting the reaction I thought it might have got. I thought people would have liked it. The problem I've found is there's a lot of people now starting to play Old Stream Farm again as well, and I don't think that helped. I think it's kind of just overfilling, shall we say, the YouTube world of that. Now I had a look at that Tom Pemberton's farm, and to be quite honest, I don't like that map. I've nothing against it. It's a lovely map. I just, yeah. I almost would like, if I could get away with it, I'd do Ballysprings again, twice a week, but from different farms and different perspectives and stuff. But yeah, there's no chance I'm going to do that. But yeah, we need another map to play. We need another map. This wheat has yielded really, really well. Considering it's wheat and it's like 90% max yield, well, I don't really know. I've done it again. I've missed a tiny little bit. I do that every time. It's because I was too busy looking at the mini-map. Not gonna lie, I was just there too busy looking at the mini-map. Checking out the thing. It looks like it's about 90% yield. Well, I know it is because it's tilted clear land, but it's nice to see. Oh, that did not help, Reaper. That did not help. You just wasted so much. Right, what have we got in here? 61%. I'm going to empty this first. I want to see what I can get off that other field. This was 61%. I'll tell you what. While I'm driving, I'm just going to quickly take a note of... Just need to... There we go. Just going to take a note of that with me with my camera phone. Just going to take a note and... I want to know what field brings the most out of these two, because could you imagine if they brought me the exact same yield? That would just be so creepy, so spooky. But yeah, we've done another couple of fields. In the next episode, it's most likely going to be that big field up there. Now that big field up there should give us quite a lot of yield. I know everything's 90% max, but it should, you know, with it being a bigger field, it should we should have a nice large quantity. So as you can see, we've got 4,000 canola. Yeah, we still had a little bit of wheat from the first year. 15,800-ish. I'm just rounding. That's not too bad. We've got another 5,500 litres in here. Now we have obviously run over a little bit of wheat, so we have lost a little bit from this field. I don't think we've lost much, to be fair, but we have still lost some nonetheless. Look, some little idiot named Reaper decided to run his crop over there and there. Come on, look at that. Not the quickest thing in the world, but we're getting done. I do think we'll have to pay for another hour's worth of work though on the harvester. I don't think we're going to be able to get away without another hour. Right. I reckon with what we've lost here, if I was to stop about there, I reckon I've run over about 12 litres-ish. Yeah, this harvester's done us really, really well. Like I said, these fields are not the problem, like I've said, but I'm looking forward to doing the next. I'm leasing harvesters until I can decide if I want to buy one, or if we should just remain leasing them. If it cost me £2,000 a year to lease, we'd have to be in the game, what, 7 years we'd have to lease before it would pay for itself. Then you've got the price of the header on top, then you've got maintenance fees, you've got to pay for fuel. Yeah, I actually think we should maybe just lease every year. Like I say, we can lease a header and a harvester. It's classed as one item because it's the same tool. Right, We didn't make as much in this field. It's close, but yeah, we didn't make as much. So that's going to be about 6,000 litres. 6,012. So it's approximately 6,024 litres. If you add the 12 litres I run over, yeah, it's not loads. There's definitely a smaller field. I wouldn't have said that. I would have said this was a slightly bigger field. I really would. I really would have said it was a slightly bigger field. Now what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to obviously, we've got to check on our productions and stuff as we always do. But I just want to go and get this by the next field ready. I've got to go up by the chicken. It gives me a chance to check the chickens as well while I'm going up there. Yeah, it's a very tight fit coming down here, guys. It's that one pole there that leans. That's the issue we've got, but it's nice to have, like I say, it's character. You know, fence posts do blow over. I've got a fence post that looks like that in my back garden because I'm not fixing it. My neighbour next door decided to rest some giant concrete garage walls against the fence and then wondered why the post snapped. And I'm like, well, you can fix it. Because he's having a go at me now. He's like, oh, well, you need to fix it. It's your fence. And where we live, you own the fence on the left-hand side of your house as you look at your house. And it is technically on my side. But at the moment, I'm making a point like, I'm not fixing it. You broke it. You fix it. And he's like, no, it's your responsibility. And I'm like, well, it's not, because I've got cameras out front and back so I can prove you did it. So I'm not really that close. But what I'm doing now is, because the fence is still standing, but it's only standing because of the 2x4s. Right, I can't get in there. This harvester is longer than the bison. So yeah, I might have to just go into the Giants editor there, guys, and make a couple of tweaks to the wall. I don't like to do this. You know I don't like to do this, but I'm stuck. Completely stuck there. I've got nothing I can do about that. Right, the next episode, guys, we will be on with the last harvesting. The biggest field of all. What are we doing here? 1,900 litres. 2,000 litres. Let's just go and double check on our greenhouse and sheep and stuff. What we're doing over here. Nice. 163 litres. Yeah, everything transfers up there at the moment. Yeah, looking really, really good then. Just got to go and check on the production. Yeah, as I was saying, the guy next door, he broke the fence and he's like, well, I'm not. And I'm like, well, it's your dog going to get out. My dog can go. I can leave my front door open. My dog will wander into the front yard, even though it's a driveway and it's all open. She won't run off. It's his dog that'll eventually get through the broken fence and run away. And when it escapes, it bolts, you know what I mean? It literally doesn't stop, it just runs away. I'm like, well, it's your dog that'll get out. So yeah, not my problem. Not my problem. Yeah, unfortunately, like I've said many a time, I don't live in a very nice, what I would call, area. So yeah, people just don't care. And if they don't care, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? You don't go around breaking someone's fence and then expect them to pay to fix it. It's like, no, not a chance. Right, what have we got here? Mixed salad. How much is in a mixed salad crate? 700. Right, that's not far off another crate, actually. 531. French fries. Oh, 1,700 litres in here now. Yeah, let's activate that. And let's go and have a look at selling these. No, actually, I'll sell them in the next episode. Remind me in the next episode, guys, to sell them. I know we need to... I think we need to go and collect the honey as well. 931... no. What was it? Eggs? There was something we needed to sell today, and I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, I think this kind of puts us in a good spot, really, for... 1,160, 1,180, yeah, so that's still It must have been the mixed salad then. Tomato sauce is ready in April, so it's definitely not that one. Yes, it was. It's 1, 2, 2, 3. Pretty much. And then we have the French fries, which is August as well. 3, 2, 1. Everything's due in August then. I thought something was due today, this month, but clearly I was mistaken. Yeah, other than that then, guys, I massively appreciate everybody watching the episode. And like I say, in the next one, we'll get that final field done. We need to be looking at renting once we get rid of the harvester. You know that KT10 we bought and we didn't like? We're going to rent it again. We're not going to make any TMR. We're just going to rent it and basically get some straw in here, because we've now stopped making. If you look, the straws now run out, so we're not making any more manure at the moment. So we do need to get that up and running. We've got loads of straw coming as well. I could even off recording actually, just a little bit. I could put the bucket on here and just manually scoop some straw, because it saves me buying a straw blower. If I scoop it up, I won't need to really worry about anything. I might look at renting a forage harvester then, guys. And then, just to give you an idea, I might look at renting like the New Holland here. And then we'll just go and get the straw loose. Oh, it doesn't take straw. No! Ah, I was hoping that was all going to pick up. Alright, there'll be something we can use somewhere to pick up the straw loose without you just using a bucket. Yeah, I think that's going to work out a lot easier. It does just say grass. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. If we can get some loose straw, put it straight into here. I might do a couple of bucket loads just off record, just to put some straw in. If not, we'll rent the KT10 once we get rid of the harvester. And as you can see, one field left to go in the next episode. So until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please smash that like button. It's really important that everybody hits the like button. It helps push the videos to a wider audience. And until the next episode, I'll see you all later on.